Salaki brothers video cut off on me. But okay, Salaki. Verse 6. Let me read verse 6 again. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or the place without the hill was graven, and I could not. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. Like I said before the video cut off, the Most High is gonna basically harden his heart like he did Pharaoh. All right, to fight against the angels, against the Yahweh Shai and the angels, Salakia. All right, verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw as he sent out of his mouth, and this is fire being shot, laser beams being shot out of the chariots, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Right, and this is a fire from another world, man. All right, this is next level fire that the chariots can shoot. All right, verse 11. Cause check out what it does to you after it hits you. Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire and flaming breath, and the great tempest. It fell with violence. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to get violent on Esau. These chariots are violent. All right. So the people, like a lot of people out there, um, are afraid of the UFOs. All right. And me, I was too before I came into the truth. All right. I always kind of believed in UFOs. All right, but I feared them because back then, before I came into the truth, the Lord woke me up to the truth. I used to think they were like aliens or whatever. All right, but I had I always believed in them. All right, but I didn't know, of course, that the angels that the King James Bible speaks of, all right, ride around in them, in the tall so-called black men. All right, but now, until you beamed up in the chariot, all right, you really got to fear them because you don't know whether or not the scripture say the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So you really can't be when we see the chariots, until you're beamed up in the ship. All right, that's when you know you're good. But if when they first appear, all right, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be afraid because you don't know if you're going to get delivered or you're going to get destroyed. All right, but once you up in the chariot, man, all right, Psalms the 91st chapter, and beholding and seeing the reward of the wicked, then you know you're good. All right, but now, basically what I'm saying now, through the spirit and power and grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I understand and know what the chariots are. All right, but the majority of people out here, uh, fear them, and they should. All right, because they're violent. All right, people are saying they might be friendly and nice. Well, yeah, to the elect they are. The angels are going to be Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to be nice to the elect and beam them up out of here. But he's going to be violent towards the 2/3 and the other nations. All right, upon the mountain which like upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and the smell of smoke. And when I saw, I was afraid. So as soon as the chariots hit you, the chariots, the fire from the laser beams from the chariot hit you, you immediately turn it into powder, into dust. All right, so like I said, this fire is next level fire. When you get burnt here or whatever, when you get set on fire here, you kind of like you melt. All right, it's like you just melt away, like your body starts to melt away. Your flesh, starts to, it's like it's melting and all that. All right, but as soon as the chariots hit you, all right, you're done. You're gone. All right, as soon as you're hit, you're turned into powder. All right, to a pile of dust. All right, so this fire that the chariots shoot is next level fire. All right, and afterwards I saw the same man come down from the mountain and called unto him another but peaceable multitude, and there came much people unto him. Wherefore some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, but that's pretty much it. Which I was talking about the Lord Yahweh Shai and the elect. But yeah, this is what Esau is up against, man. All right, this is what Esau is up against. Let me close with Revelation 1:7. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read Revelation 1:7 and Revelation 12. This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Who cometh with clouds? All right, the Lord Yahweh Shah, who the word of ignorance calls Christ. All right, and the clouds are the so-called UFOs, which are really again the chariots of the nation of Israel. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all right. And they said every eye shall see him. Again, there was a chariot that was bigger than the earth that was on his way to the earth. And if that's the ship that Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh Shah is coming on, every eye is going to see him. All right, a chariot that can cover the whole earth. All right, plus it's going to be broadcasted throughout the like the elders always bring out, it's going to be broadcasted throughout the globe. All right, through these different news outlets. All right, um, but if Yahweh Shah is coming on that same fathership, all right, the whole earth would be able to see him. It's because again that chariot was bigger than the earth. All right, also it's going to cover the earth. Also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so be it. Right, and it said all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. All right, so when the Lord comes, people are going to be afraid. All right, people are going to be in fear. But everybody was talking about how when the Lord comes, it's going to be which it is going to be a glorious day for the elect. But people are always saying, can't wait for the Lord to come back. It's going to be such a beautiful day. He's going to shoot a rainbow across the sky and make make honey fall from the sky. All right, and so but that's not the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is destruction. All right, it's salvation and destruction. Salvation to a very few remnant, and destruction to a lot of people. This is Revelation chapter 12 verse 7. And there was war in heaven, which the war in heaven is talking about the blue sky, like I always like to say, through the spirit and power and grace of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, the blue sky that you can walk outside and see right now. That's where the war in heaven is going to take place. All right, not where the Most High dwells. Again, the war in heaven is going to take place in the blue sky that I can walk out the door right now and look up and see. That's where the war in heaven is going to take place. All right, on earth, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and Michael being the head archangel, and the angels, and the other angels fought against the dragon. Who's the dragon? The so-called white man. All right, and the dragon fought and his angels. Who were his angels? His different military branches. All right, verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven. All right, and like we just read in Revelation, I was like in 2nd Ezra 13. All right, basically what's going to happen to them. All right, they said, yeah, yes, there's fight, and they're going to fight, and they're all going to get zapped into powder. All right, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, which means deceiver or false accuser. All right, and Satan, which is the Hebrew word shaitan, which means adversary, which Esau, that's a fitting title for Esau. Both of those are fitting titles for the devil, this cracker, this fucking animal, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, which deceived the whole world, and he was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. All right, they're going to be destroyed. All right, they're going to be destroyed. Let me keep reading. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of our Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which is Esau, which accused them before our power day and night. Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, the elect is, all right, and by the word of the testimony. The blood of the Lamb is who? Yahweh Shai, who the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the word of ignorance against caused Christ, and by the word of his testimony, and they love not their lives unto death. Which we hate this fucking place, man. And we can't wait for it to be destroyed. Verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. Right, the Lord said, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. All right. For the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. And I wanted to read that because this devil is getting ready to open up on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right, and it ain't going to be pretty, man. And the Most High is going to allow him to do it. All right. Things out here are about to get ugly. All right. But salvation is coming for the elect, and destruction to Esau. All right. By way of the ICBM nuclear missiles once Babylon the Great is destroyed, Then Esau is going to be around all the Edomites in America is going to be put to death, and the Edomites that are left and the other nations that are left around the four corners of the globe are going to be put in chains in the hardcore slavery. All right, but this is what you're up against, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. If okay, dude, it's going Slovakia. Yeah, you're up against a power that can't be matched. No, nobody can match that. Like the scriptures say, who was able to make war with the beast. All right, roughly paraphrasing, which is Esau, his military might. All right, who's able to make war with him? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is. Who's able to make war with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Nobody. Nothing. All right. So you devils are going down, man. You devils are going down, man. Hard. All right. So with that, I pray this video was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. All right. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.